Hello everybody, and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Baldur's Gate 3. We are in the Sorcerous Vault, a location that I found a little bit annoying, frustrating, and very unclear. Sometimes things are very obvious, sometimes things are so obtuse that I don't know how anybody figures this shit out, but there's probably somewhere in the game where it does give you clues to this. We just didn't find them on our way in. We've been fairly thorough, but we didn't figure that out. There's been lots of that in this area, but that's neither here nor there. Is there any reason for us to try and get up here? No, I don't see anything. Okay. But yeah, let's see. Any of these invisible walls? Somebody let me know if you were able to figure out some of this stuff on your own and how, if it was through any kind of hints, dialogues that maybe you got that I wasn't able to get, things like that. Here's the Djinn. This is a bad idea.
You've arrived in the nick of time, saintly adventurer. I've been trapped for so long, I dare say I'm half mad. Ho ho! Thank you.
This music.
For sacrificing yourself to save me. Such courage brings a tear to the eye.
They said he's very dangerous, so we probably shouldn't trust this guy. What are you talking about?
You see, this glorious lamp is both an oasis and a prison. Someone must be inside at all times. But you were the first brave enough to take my place. Thank you ever so much. Toodles!
Oh, God.
Freedom's sweet nectar. How I missed you.
Shadowheart's out here going, where's my girlfriend?
My rescuer left behind a servant. I'm terribly sorry for your loss. I'm sure you're at your wit's end without your master.
I would like for you to release my companion. Now, please.
Companion? Oh, I see. Sale of the flesh is an admirable trade. I'm sure you'll find another benefactor. However, should you wish to trade places with your companion, simply touch the lamp. Now, I must be off. I'm a century late for an appointment.
Release my companion immediately, or die.
A fight? How adorable. Very well, it's been too long since I flexed these glorious magical muscles. Aha!
Why isn't Karlach in the fight? Lightning and thunder resistance. Fair enough.
Bull fucker.
Really? What are you doing, bro? Why'd you have to get so fucking close? What was that about? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay. Now for you, a little Djinn ditty. If you were trapped in a magic lamp, you wouldn't like it a bit. It's tiny and stuffy, and oily and damp, and you've had to be shrunk to fit. You sit here and ponder your only hope that some other fool will enter, then you'll get out, but the entering dope. You'll find they're the lamp's new renter. Summon a familiar with the form of a quasit that can turn invisible and scare enemies. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff in here. You'd think he would have ate it all, but... Do djinns need to eat? We weren't supposed to drink it.
I'll take that. On my way.
Okay. I love how it actually is us inside of inside of the lamp. That's amazing. You know, I think they gave us the way to get out of here. We just need something else to take our place, right? So if I summon this... Yep, it takes our place.
No choice but to keep going.
On the victor's path.
Okay, you got a scimitar. Yeah, the slashing is fine. Okay, good hit. Wasn't even that good of chances. Counter spell. Oh, that looked good. Oh well, that's fine. Is this water? No, I don't think so.
Never a dull moment.
Okay, 60s on those.
What's this?
Gosh, you're so good. This djinn ain't doing shit.
Time to push my luck again.
16 was a terrible chance for us to land it. Oh my god. I clicked so fast and I was like, oh, that's a really, really bad chance. And then she fucking landed it anyway. Good job, girl. Proud of you.
Bye forever.
All right,
pal.
so now with you... How do I know how much heat I've gained? Right there, 6. 6 turns of heat. So basically, you've got 6 extra damage that you'd be adding to this. Okay, interesting.
What to do?
We'll play around with that for a little bit longer.
A long way to go still.
Poor Quasit. The funny thing is that guy had everything that he needed in order to get out. That scroll was inside this place. So what happens if I interact with it now? Where'd it go? Okay, that's weird. We won't interact with it. Nothing, huh? Okay.
How much further can I go?
Okay. So, what do I want to do next?
That's why we need ointment.
That put the wind back in my sail.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
No. You gotta get the animation. Come back, Scratch!
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
There we go. Okay. She's still not back. Maybe we want to go to the top of the tower again? Okay, we need to talk to Gale, and we need to pull Astarion in and see if we can do anything more with the Necromancy of Thay.
The Annals of Karsus. The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. If the crown atop the Elder Brain was truly forged by Karsus himself, this book will confirm it. All we have to do is turn the page.
Give the book to Gale.
That devil Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for godhood.
You maybe shouldn't... Mistra would be pretty pissed if you learned these plans. The design for self-destruction, more like. Didn't this crown kill Karsus?
Not exactly. It was what he did with it that sealed his fate, and, for a time, that of magic itself. The crown was merely the means.
Now they're saying he's dead, but we also heard that he was...
That the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the 3 netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it.
Huh. So, is the implication that we would be able to... The options right now are he nukes himself, or if he reforges it, then he doesn't have to nuke himself. Is that what we're supposed to understand here? We already know the crown's dangerous. Wouldn't that make things worse?
Worse? It could be the best thing that ever happened to me. To us. Just
yeah, I don't know
think of
about
it.
this.
The power of the gods in mortal hands at last would be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore them.
And have sex with them. And you think Mistra will let you do this?
I don't know. Ao does not look kindly on gods meddling in mortal affairs. She may have no choice but to stand by and let events unfold. Even with the fate of the world at stake, she has
an angry
little
ex
more
right
to
now.
offer me than the means of blowing myself up at a more convenient time. She's done nothing to help us. Mistra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control, ready to be claimed by Karsus's successor.
Ooh, he's calling himself the successor now. Dude's going down a dark path. So you want the crown to settle a score with Mistra?
She sent me to die. Ambition is not a sin. To question the powers that rule us is not treason. We must at least try. Why wallow in the dirt when we can reach for the stars?
Gale, I'm urging you to drop this. This crown cannot be reforged.
I see. I suppose I am asking you to take a leap of faith even the most loyal of companions might struggle to land gracefully. Spent so long feeling inferior. Shut out from my destiny over such a simple act of youthful enthusiasm. Perhaps I got carried away with the thought this crown could give me back what Mistra took. Cure me, even.
I promise to think about it then. That's all I can offer.
That's all I ask. For now, we've learned all we can. Whatever comes of this, we cannot allow the crown to be reforged in Raphael's image. A devil wielding the might of Karsus. It would be the end of everything.
Yeah. Given the choice, I'd rather it in your hands than his, but... shit sounds dicey to say the least.
What's on your mind?
Copper for your thoughts. Soldier. Oh, come on. Oh.
Need something? Darling, lead on.
Okay, level 11 Rogue. When you make an ability check with a skill you are proficient with, the lowest result you can roll on the dice is 10. Okay. Okay, do we need to have him read this?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Okay, we've got Withering.
What a day.
I thought this wasn't supposed to be an issue anymore, but maybe all they meant with that is that they moved all of the completed ones down to the bottom of the list instead of being in here?
Keep your distance, darling.
Okay.
The book radiates power, but the words you read in the codex echo in your mind, guiding your eyes safely across the page. The once indecipherable glyphs now feel dangerously familiar, promising unholy power to those who can take it.
Okay, read on. Damn, I really don't... Yeah, I forgot I need to, Cat's Grace or whatever it is, the grace thing, isn't for saving throws. I thought I'd be able to add that. Probably have to reload and find something that can help him. I can't even remember what I had that could help with the saving throws. Make sure we're all close to each other. That way the bonuses are more likely to land.
No time to dally.
What did you have? So guidance isn't going to work, but resistance does. Do we have anything better than this? It's only a D4. We need something better than a freaking D4. Do I have any kind of potions that can help with saving throws? So I could use a potion that gave a D4 from Blessed, so Elixir of Heroism. We can stack Guidance on top of that. That's only dex saving throws. Yeah, that might be the best I've got. Why are you... Why?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
If I go by the least kind of
Okay.
You've seen much of the book, but its most powerful secrets
Yeah, get out of the way.
The book radiate the once indecipherable glyphs now feel dangerously familiar.
Okay, now we have 2 D4s to help us.
Unholy power to those who can take it.
Oh shit, you had that too. Okay. Advantage might be better than a D4. Let's just try it. Alright, got it. There's probably more than one though.
As you pass the strange glyphs, you can feel the book resisting. Ghostly voices whisper at you from the dark, probing and fighting your mind. But your will is iron, and you brush past these shades of the past, devouring every secret the book has to offer. You see now life and death are malleable as clay, to be bent and reshaped by your will, by your power. But as you close the book, a nagging doubt whispers in your mind. What
Only one, huh?
consequences will there be for calling the dead from their rest?
Is it complete? I think it's complete.
Oh, please.
Okay, we got forbidden knowledge before. What did we get now? Is this new? Create 4 ghouls that fight alongside you? I think that's new. Dance Macabre. No, I think that's from your class. Alright, well, if there is something here, I don't know what's new. I think that what we got is this Dance Macabre. A level 5 necromancy spell that creates 4 ghouls that fight alongside you. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay. Now, Vernac is completely locked out of this, but I wonder if another character could do this if we wanted them to.
The book refuses to open.
Yeah, since we backed out, we're locked out of that forever.
right on my feet. Something's on my mind.
Need something?
Affected entity has gained 10 temporary hit points and is blessed. Oh, you got that from the potion. That's right. That's what it is. Okay.
Yes.
So you unlocked the Necromancy of Thay. Did you find what you were looking for?
Yes. No. I'm not sure.
Okay, so...
I was hoping for something that would let me escape whatever fate Cazador had planned for me. Instead, I found the rite of profane ascension. It grants my kind the freedom to walk in the sun, be free of our hunger, and accrue all manner of powers.
Well, shit, that's pretty
All it requires
huge.
is the sacrifice of a few souls. Souls by scars that look exactly like mine. This right.
Oh.
It's been Cazador's plan the whole time. He's going to sacrifice me. And who knows how many others, so he can ascend to all this power.
So we still did learn something new.
I'm sorry, I might need a moment. This is a lot to take in.
So Cazador is using the same knowledge from the Necromancy of Thay basically in order to become an ascended vampire. One that can do all that crazy shit. He hasn't done it yet, but that's his plan. Damn, I almost wish that we would have gotten that before we ran into all of them, because we could have told them. I bet you that we could have told them. That may have played out very differently. Shit. That kind of sucks. I almost... yeah. Somebody let me know if you were able to do that in the reverse and be able to tell his siblings about it.
Oh, darling, I'm hurt. It sounds...
Copper for your thoughts?
Fuck yes.
Okay, so the saving throws were they int or wisdom? I think they were int, right? I wonder if I should try and have Will go through this. Okay, so if I F10 this...
Don't be shy.
You okay there, girl? What happened to your portrait?
No one stopped me yet.
Where am I needed?
The book refuses to...
Okay.
Soldier.
The book refuses...
Ah, maybe you choose one person to get that and then it refuses to open afterwards. Okay. Alright, we're done with the book. Alright, we need to go and sell all that stuff. Dethrone, Bestial Communion, Artistry of War.
it interesting.
Okay, I have to see if these are spells that can be learned.
Soldier. Really? Oh,
Go ahead. I'm with.
No rest for the wicked,
I don't know why this is happening. They absolutely can be learned. Those are such powerful spells. What does the star mean? We have 2 of Dethrone. The thing is I'm not using him. Oh, the star means School of Evocation. So the best one for him is definitely that curriculum strategy. Suppose is what that's telling us. Or maybe because it's the school that he's good at, that's why it costs less money and is 125 instead of 250. Man, I would love for you to be able to learn one of those.
In it.
I'm ready.
Defender of the people.
Okay. Where are they? Oh, they're in here. Yep, they're level 5s.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I question the wisdom of that decision, but I'll be here.
copper for your thought. Let's go.
Let's get going. All right, what now? Better than nothing.
There's no time to waste.
Who has removed curse? Is it you or somebody else?
Can't give up now.
Might be me. Or a curse afflicting it. Nobody else has a curse right now, right?
Take you. Still breathing, despite everything.
Okay.
If not over, then through.
So when we uncursed that, we got vigor instead? That's interesting. I wonder if that's something that we can turn into a boon every time we use that book. Oh, hi, Elminster.
I want to have a word.
Is something burdening you? No time to talk, I'm afraid. Expecting someone.
Hey, soldier. Sounds boring. Ah,
Is it Gale?
What's on your mind? We're... Elminster?
There we go.
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. I hear you've been browsing in the most esteemed of emporiums, Sorcerous sundries. Indulge my curiosity. What wonders did you discover?
I think Elminster's on to you, bro. You don't seem all that surprised to see Gale alive and well.
I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Karsus' pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mistra asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mistra knows you defied her, Gale. Ah, of course she knows. She's Mistra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
Okay, interesting. You should meet her, Gale. She might be able to help us.
I'm curious enough to make the attempt. All right.
Gonna go and see his ex.
An audience with the mother of magic, it is.
Perhaps that should have been your mission right from the start.
Damn, Elminster's
Trust in
talking some
yourself.
shit right now, huh?
Trust in the weave, if you are willing. Trust in Mistra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
Okay, I guess we're gonna keep him in the party for a little bit longer here.
come for a chat?
You smell very delicious, but more.
Poor Gale. I hope he knows that a goddess abandoning him needn't be the end. I know from experience.
Ugh, that pointy-headed old fart talks too much. But he has also moved mountains, walked between plains, and dragged himself back from death 12 times. If he still believes in Gale, the boy should not be overly concerned what his ladylove thinks. Goddess or no.
Mistra wants to meet Gale. Impressive. The only thing a god's ever offered me is a cold shoulder.
An entire edition dedicated to one lord and his metal toys. Gortash
So
has
all it
got
took to get Mistra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it.
Yeah. What do you think she wants to say?
Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is, if it's important enough to send Elminster, we can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards.
I agree. It's time we headed for the Stormshore Tabernacle.
After you.
Okay, so that was the one that we've already found, right? Honestly, this... yeah.
Look at that.
That'll get us there quite a bit quicker.
Your courage, Gale.
Thank you. Any particular reason?
Between the orb and the bug, you've got more than your fair share of unwelcome passengers.
What can I say? Mother always taught me to be a gracious host.
Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea.
It's been some time
Shield
since I
our
stood
people
before her.
from the depredation.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mistra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mistra, wherever she may be.
An audience with your goddess can go wrong. I should know. But do whatever you feel is best, Gale.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mistra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
You're ready for this, Gale.
Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
Of all the things to be nervous about, an audience with a goddess seems reasonable.
You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mistra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
Let's see. You're not taking me with you?
The summoning channel Mistra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone.
Do we get to see this conversation? I don't even know if we will. Seek her forgiveness, Gale. It might be your only hope of curing the orb.
Mistra's forgiveness? If you want me to claim the crown of Karsus, she'll hardly be in a forgiving mood after that. I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3 Dragon Ante. I'll let Mistra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Hopefully he comes back and he's just like, dude, that was the best breakup sex ever. Hey, we get to see the conversation. I wasn't sure.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
Such an X combo.
But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated.
So his hunger is partially the Karsus
hunger. That
hunger.
would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Okay, another entity who wants the crown. Of course, her goal would probably be to destroy it, since it is of this nether weave or whatever. This alternate weave that wants to consume her type of magic. All things considered, not the worst thing. I feel like it's either we give her the crown, or we as an entity destroy it ourselves, and likely destroy ourselves in the process.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time.
He's not over her. I'm not surprised. Her power felt overwhelming, even from here.
And what you felt was but the slightest drop, drawn from the rushing torrent that is the weave. I confess, without my former prowess, even I struggle to stand her presence. The effects on the mortal body of such unfettered magical exposure cannot be overestimated. She held back in order to protect us, to make sure I heard her. The Karsite Weave, within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
So, the darkness and hunger inside of him for power might actually be coming from the orb itself, influencing him in some way. It's not your fault. You weren't to know.
But I should have known.
Probably.
What right had I to go about declaring myself an archmage when I was as foolish as a common apprentice in setting such an entity loose? At least now I'm armed with the truth. And Mistra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus.
When you put it like that, it sounds rather easy.
Wow, what's a ginormous elder brain once you've grappled with your own crippling anxieties? It will be quite something. To wake up in the morning without regret. And live each day knowing another will follow. Like as not. To be rid of the orb. Perhaps claim back what it took. To be me again.
We're going to cure you, I promise. I don't want it to be his decision. Like, for most of my companions, I've been of this mindset. But I really do think that there's a influence on him from the orb. We're going to cure you, I promise.
Thank you. There aren't many I'd trust to stand beside me on such a journey. Fewer still who would do so because they believed I deserved such a chance. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an elder brain to get to. Shall we?
Alright, so we kind of have a lingering thread at Sorcerous Sundries, and that is those invulnerable orbs that have loot behind them. I have no idea how to access it, though.
Speaks well, that then.
In my opinion, we should have a still watch in every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked.
I was joking. You really are that interesting.
The moment there, I thought you actually valued me as a person.
Don't be smart with me.
Don't look down your nose. It's got to be done. Followers of the Absolutes are everywhere.
What's going on here?
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of an interrogation.
Look, we weren't doing nothing, all right?
She's really going for them, isn't she? Quite impressive, really.
Yeah, sure. Harassing the common folk.
Loitering's what you were doing. Loitering with intent. Stories, get them right here. I wouldn't even need an oven. I'm sure you'll manage. You make fine points.
Welcome back to Sorcerous Sundries. How can I help you?
Okay, well, killing him didn't unmake his magic.
Seems simple enough.
You still up here feeling bad about shit?
Ally mine. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
I think that she was supposed to return to camp and her model didn't. So it's treating it like we're talking to her at camp right now, next to Isabel. I hope that that's not permanent, or something that's going to mess up her joining, like, fights later on or something. I hope you can rest easy now, Dame Aelin.
I always do, with darling Isabel by my side. Enjoy the spoils of your victory. Spin memories of Leroican's death in your mind like silk floss. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
Hell yeah.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend.
We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I came back and talked to her. I feel like that was a trigger that needed to happen. And I feel like it was supposed to happen at our camp. Maybe us taking a long rest up here or something messed up some of the way that those triggered, I don't know, but... I may have to look up how to turn those off. Because I honestly don't know. Is there anything I can move on to that?
I wonder what the next move is. Have to keep pushing.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Seems like it's supposed to be something with this, but...
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up. Okay, so it has something to do with invisibility. Damn, I've only got one of those, huh? One potion and one scroll. Okay. Revealed, revealed, revealed.
Above.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I have to roll a full 4 on this to get it. Shit. Whatever that is, I hope it's good. Because we're using all of our damn inspiration for it. Probably should have just used Gale, honestly. Okay, Robe of the Weave.
That'd be useful.
And a stave. Okay. One less top damage, but what does it do? You gain a +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. Arcane Battery, alleviate the arcane burden of spell casting with the power of the staff. The next spell you cast doesn't cast a spell slot. That would essentially give us a second level 6 spell. And we get Kareska's Favor. Imbue yourself with elemental energy sourced from the draconic goddess Kareska. I don't know what that means, but it sounds kind of good. Always prepared, recharges on a short rest. Kareska, a draconic goddess of arcane knowledge, imbues many chromatic dragons with their magic. This includes their exquisite and terrible breath, which has wrenched giants from their tall thrones and destroyed civilizations of small folk. Alright, this might finally be our replacement.
Which way to the nearest library?
Hey, Robe of the Weave. +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. Whenever the wearer succeeds a saving throw against a spell, they regain 1 to 6 hit points. Armor class +2. Yep. Brilliant.
Let's move.
So I can use this for our Hero's Feast and then still have a level 6 afterwards. To either use on a big heal or a sunbeam, probably. Okay. How close are we getting to our level up? Closer, for sure.
Have to keep going.
Alright, with that, I think we're done with the tower then. Okay, Wine Festival. I don't think we've been in that building yet. Okay. I think I'm going to do a long rest, just for the sake of it, just to make sure that we get any triggers that we might need to trigger. Yep, they're gone now. Okay, so good. We got that trigger, whatever it was.
Always at your side.
What's on your mind?
Why does Elminster have such faith in you?
I've often asked myself the same question, and never really found a satisfactory answer. You clearly see something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently.
Okay, so what is the Elminster and cheese thing? Somebody has to explain this to me. It keeps on being brought up when it comes to Elminster. Do you regret not using the orb when you had the chance?
I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing.
So I'm guessing that in Act 2, at that time when you're close to the Elder Brain, I wonder if you would have had to have convinced him not to explode himself, and that's what that was about. Technically, he wasn't in our party at the time when we went after Ketheric and saw the Elder Brain with the three chosen, quote unquote. So I wonder... Yeah, I wonder if we would have had to have convinced him not to blow himself up.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be...
Wow, I respect the gods, but they don't always understand what they're asking of us. Maybe immortality makes it hard to know what it's like to be one of us piggies. Proud of Gale, though. It takes some man to hold his own in front of the divine.
Wow, so that was Mistra. Pretty spectacular stuff, but I think Gale was right not to agree to do her bidding. No questions asked.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, soldier.
All right, we're going to end the episode here, so thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody.
I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Knife Namaste, Kyle the Monarch, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Vlado101, Andy Ford, Black Mamba 90, Eureka Gecko, A Happy Fat Panda, Turkeyfoot 27, Pedo Kuto, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.